I decided to take a walk this morning, and I actually decided last night. And that's one thing that I'm realizing as I walk and think is that I often make decisions before the event, like hours, days sometimes. And once the decision is made, I just follow through. And the reason I do that is because my natural tendency is in the moment, I don't want to do anything. And so it's a hack that I've created for myself over these years, is just to decide ahead of time. And so last night I decided ahead of time that I was going to take a morning walk. It's something I want to add into my schedule at some point and make a routine or a ritual out of it. And so I made the decision, I made the preparations. I knew it was gonna possibly rain, but when I walked out this morning, it was raining. It's weird. I didn't even think twice. I just pulled over and grabbed my raincoat and put it on. And so the second thing I realized about myself this morning is I'm not afraid of the rain anymore. And I think that's from spending many days on trail in the rain. It's just water. You just get wet and eventually you dry off. So not a big deal. There was one other thing. But I can't remember. So if I do, I'll let you know. I remember. So I don't stop when I say I'm going to. I always push it just a little bit further. And I noticed that this morning where I gave myself a goal, just walk a mile. And then as I'm continuing, I'm pushing that mile out and pushing it out and pushing it out. And just always extending beyond what I decide. And I don't know why I can't stop. I'm working on that one, but it's in other areas too. It's on the bike, at the gym, just one more mile, just 5 more minutes, whatever it is. When I'm reading a book, I'll have to think about that one. Can I put it down? No, not when it's fiction and it's wonderful. But the other one that came up was last night. My mom celebrated her birthday, and they had ice cream cake. And once I start eating ice cream cake, I can't stop. So I go on and on and on. I continue just a little bit more. And if I don't start, then it's easy. But once I start, I can't stop, or I push it just a little bit further. That's a good one to chew on for a while. One more thing before I go. I don't think I mentioned I got MRI results back. Rotator cuff tear. Complete tear, supraspinatus, and 2 partial tears. Not good news. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I have to make an appointment to see an orthopedic doctor, see what my options are. If anyone has any insight and experience with shoulder surgery, let me know.